Question I get asked a lot, and it's one of the first questions I get asked when somebody calls me is, Adam, how will this moment be different? How can we change the way that this conflict has been proceeding for either years, months, or sometimes even longer? Hi, I'm Adam Halper. I'm a mediator. I'm an attorney, collaborative attorney, and I'm also a parenting coordinator. And those are very different roles. But in answering this question, I get this question a lot. I think there are some common themes, regardless of how I'm working with people and in what role I'm working with people. So the first theme is that when you're working with somebody who has as their mission trying to assist in resolving a conflict, what we're trying to do is move the conflict from a place of position to a place of interest, right? When we're having a fight, when we're having a fight with our spouse or our significant other, maybe even with our kid, it becomes very positional, right? It's about right and it's about wrong. When you're working with a collaborative attorney, with a mediator, with a parenting coordinator, it becomes about interests. What is driving the conflict? Why are we taking this position? And how do we move to another place? And in identifying interests, you start identifying solutions. The second way in which someone like me can be helpful is in changing the focus of the conflict, right? It's changing the goal from winning to resolving. Changing listening to respond, which is what we all do, right? When we're in a fight, we're listening so that we can counter in the next moment when we're going to be speaking. It's listening to understand. That's probably a lot more helpful in changing the conflict. And it's something that often happens when we're in mediation, when we're involved in parenting coordination, or when we're in a collaborative law process. Finally, I think another way in which someone like me can help and be helpful is that all of these processes, it's bringing a third party in who is committed to the future, who's committed to doing it differently than it's been done in the past, to changing the conflict. And that support, really, it's the support of advocating for change, changing the fight, changing the divorce, changing the civil litigation into a place where we're resolving any of these things, I think really is a huge step. I was thinking about this video and I was reminded of a quote, and I think it goes something like this. I'm going to get it wrong, and Joan, wherever you are, forgive me. It's not necessarily that it all gets better, it's that you get better, right? It's from Joan Rivers. And I think it's meaningful. It kind of applies to all these processes. And as you get better, the conflict changes. I'm Adam Halper, and I'd love to talk to you more about it. Thanks a lot.